you bleed. I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Our first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota gives to Henry. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Mariota, and Walker with it over the middle. Touchdown, Titans! Delaney Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succa, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And that's the... Big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Switch up, switch up. Hayden Cole.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by James Brown.
From the 44, Foles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
57, Mike, 50. Protein spill. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Now Foles, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he's is going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Check. 80 weapon.
Throwing, Mariota. Right side caught by Davis. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Check. Wide. Get wide.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 34. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Chopper.
Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Go! It's run!
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Completes it to Lee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Jaguars.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double time.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
17 yards.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he fires one that's intercepted. Hooked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it is 28-0.
Makes the score Titans 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to this offense. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do with this, Luke.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack with a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
6-7, let's go.
Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Shift. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Where are they, team? Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. One.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And it's caught. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't.